Hello everyone, welcome back to another Destiny video. Today I just wanted to make a short video about Destiny and its future yet again. And I feel like, especially where Destiny is right now, most of the community is very, very upset with Bungie, and I don't blame anyone for being upset. In fact, I'm upset. The reason I'm upset though is mostly just that they're not acknowledging the problems and giving a reason to fix it. I talked about that a lot in the state of the game, and I don't want to rehash any of that too much because, again, a lot of people are talking about it and I've already gone over it. But man, they really could have announced literally just the smallest thing in the world aside from another party mode for Crucible and it would have been fine. Literally anything for Gambit would have been fantastic because it's gotten nothing over the past 2 years or so. It's just been nothing. It's a nothing burger. And then strikes, strikes are strikes. I think there's really nothing wrong with strikes, or it's honestly, Grandmasters are the most entertaining thing for me to do in the game aside from raiding, at least right now. So, it's whatever, in my opinion. But that's really the only reason I'm upset with Bungie, is that they just don't seem to understand that we don't just want new maps, we don't just want old maps. We want it to feel like they actually care enough to give us consistent updates about what they're trying to do. And of course, I don't know how easy or how hard that is to do. I just know that that's what I want, But I've kind of given up on that. It is what it is. At this point in Destiny's life cycle, they're either going to pay more attention to the issues that the community sees, or they're going to do what they want. And it seems that for the most part, Bungie is sticking to doing what they want, and that's perfectly fine. So I talked about how Final Shape needs to be really good if this is going to be the case, right? If they're not going to focus on the core playlist activities, then Final Shape needs to be really good. It needs to be good regardless, because it is the end of the Dark and Light saga. And I mean, come on, there's going to be so many answers to questions that we need in the Final Shape. Like, we already know who the witness is. We know or I guess what the witness is would be a more proper answer for that. We have an idea of what the Veil is, like a biological Vex network in a way of thinking anyways. It's just a way to connect the non-physical, in a sense. So, after Final Shape though, where do we go? That's a question that is gonna have to wait, but I'm getting more and more scared about that as we go along, because we haven't gotten any sort of update on what those seasons are going to look like. And I think this time last year we had an idea of what was going to be happening in the later seasons after Lightfall, and we don't have that yet. So the rumors, and they are rumors, so I really want to make sure that there's no validity to any of what I'm about to say. Anything. Zero. Take it with the largest grain of salt you can find. But the rumor is that Bungie is just working on Marathon. They're giving up on Destiny. They're going to let it fund Marathon through Final Shape, and then they're going to call it quits. And listen, I would not blame Bungie if they even just wanted to take a little break from making Destiny, from producing it. They've been doing it non-stop for 10 years. Think about that for a minute. There hasn't been a year where Bungie hasn't released a Destiny expansion or new seasons since 2014. That's crazy. It's crazy. So, I know I get tired of playing the game. If I had to make the game constantly, I mean, sure, the devs get breaks, they take vacations, they deserve that. And, mentally, I'm sure that helps them refresh. But again, to be consistently making the same project, and even though Destiny has evolved over the years, It's not the same as it was 10 years ago, that's for sure. But, you know, it's still like the same universe, the same genre. So completely understanding of why the developers might be like, man, I'm burnt out. I don't blame you guys. I don't blame you guys if that's the case. I'm not saying it is that, if it were, I understand. So, players are burnt out. Devs could be burned out. I don't know if that's true or not. So again, grain of salt, please. Where do we go if that's the case? Well, I think it would be best for Bungie to take time off if that is the case. If it isn't, keep pumping content out to, your heart's content, whatever. I just think maybe they're so focused on Final Shape that nothing else really takes any priority right now. And that is something that the community should see as a good thing. Because focusing on what is going to be the penultimate expansion of the storyline, it's supposed to be one of the most significant expansions narratively that we've had in a very long time. Since most likely the Witch Queen, if we're being honest. So, focusing on it it's a good thing. Trust me. So again, I have confidence in Bungie. I think they can definitely do this. I just hope that everything I'm saying is relatively true, that the focus is on crafting a very nice story, quest, answering all the questions that the lore people have burning in the back of their minds. And I do want to take another minute here. Just 1 more minute, I swear. I know I've been ranting. But man, this game the story used to be horrible. I will say that. It has gotten so much better recently. I would say ever since maybe the seasons right before Witch Queen is where it started. Season of the Chosen is where it really ramped up. And ever since then, the story has been really, really nice. And I have to give credit where credit is due. Lightfall, sure, there were some stumbles there. It happens. But, Season of the Deep was good. I think next season is going to be perhaps even better. And of course we have a couple more seasons before Lightfall. We have the showcase that a lot of people... expectations are very low going into this showcase, folks. 10 days until... 11 days as of this recording until the Final Shape showcase comes out. I will be co-streaming that on my Twitch channel, so if you want to pop in, say hi, we'll be there chilling. But yeah, my expectations are low. I feel like I might be hyping people up with this video because, again, it just feels like that's where Bungie is focusing their efforts, is on the Final Shape. And they should be. The ending's bad, that's all people remember. Remember Mass Effect 3. The original ending was horrible. It left you with no answers whatsoever and no closure. And if Final Shape does that, a lot of people are going to be mad. But then again, that's what Lightfall did. And people were upset with that. So I don't know if that's going to be what Bungie does again. Maybe they've learned from it, but we'll just have to wait and see. Like the video if you enjoyed listening to me rant about Destiny. I'm going to try to do some Dead Space Let's Play videos. I'm going to be uploading some more Apex content as well. Maybe do a stream highlight reel from my Apex streams. Because, man, like I said, I'm burnt out on Destiny. It's a great time to take a break. We got about 10 days until the next season. So, of course I'll be putting out more content. But until then, I'm also going to stop doing Zero videos. I feel like, at least until next season, again, the burnout is real. And I really just wanted to rant and have my thoughts be heard. And, again, comment your thoughts too. I want to hear them. As long as they're respectful and I don't cross any boundaries that shouldn't be crossed. And also, subscribe if you haven't already as well. You want to see more. But always know that your viewership here is plenty. Peace out.